I would like to welcome Matthew Gordon, Head of International Development. Matthew, welcome. As we understand, Fresh Talent has a project to bring international football players from Nigeria. Can you give a brief overview of yourself?
Sure. Thank you for having me, by the way. Lovely to see you this morning. As you mentioned, my name is Matthew. It's Matthew Gordon, and I'm the Head of International Development here at Milton Keynes College. And I suppose in a nutshell, that means I'm responsible, I have an overview for all the international programs here at the college.
What type of qualifications does Milton Keynes College offer in regards to football players coming over to the UK?
Many, actually. We've got a whole range of different programs, a whole range of different faculties. And I suppose the ones which we are focused on, especially for football players, aspiring talents for the future, are the programs we're offering with the International Football Studies program. So qualifications would be taken from a range of programs, whether it's level 1, level 2, that's kind of GCSE level and above, right up to a level 2 diploma in sports studies. And then we've got additional certification like functional skills in English or IELTS or Trinity College qualifications as well. But one thing I'd like to say really, it's not just about the qualification, it's very much about the knowledge, giving the players the confidence in themselves to succeed, and that's on and off the pitch really, and as future managers as well.
What can the students benefit from after the end of the course?
I think they'll benefit from, as I mentioned, that sense of confidence. They'll benefit in terms of a qualification, so an actual certification, and in fact a range of qualifications they can gain. Obviously they'll benefit from the life experience, studying and living and working over in a different environment. And as I mentioned earlier, that sense of confidence goes a long way. If we're building and developing leaders for the future, they're leaders not just on the sports field or the football pitch, but off that as well. So it's building a sense of self-worth, confidence in their own abilities, academic as well as professional and other skills.
Any chance for them to continue studies if they don't make it as professional players?
100%. I mean, not everybody can go right to the top level. Let's face it, it's a highly competitive environment in football, in any sports really. But the point of the programme is to support both sides. It's their professional skills development, if you like, on the football field, as well as their academic and professional qualification levels. So they can progress onto further academic studies or go into professional qualifications as well. And they are specifically work related, again, within the sports field or indeed in other fields as well.
How does Milton Keynes College collaborate with Fresh Talent's football development?
They've been absolutely instrumental, hats off I should say to SA and his team. They've been instrumental in not just shaping the programme in terms of what we're doing in the classroom, if you like, or on the field, but shaping it in terms of bringing in that national level expertise back home, if you like, as well as in the UK. And they are a very important partner actually of ours, specifically for the international department, in working closely with us to develop the programme from the outset actually, so they're integral to it.
Can you tell me a bit more about the accommodation structure in Milton Keynes College?
Sure. I mean, we've got a range of accommodations options. The most, I suppose, probably appropriate, or most ones that are going to be best for the players would be probably the host families, and all the host families are carefully selected from a range of partners that we deal with within Milton Keynes and in the local area as well. And what we look for is naturally, of course, a safe environment, but really to give the students, the players, a sense of home from home. We want them to be happy and confident and secure outside of when we have contact with them as players or as students. So it's giving them that nurturing environment, that sense of safety, but as I said, that home from home, and that's what we strive for.
Finally, who can qualify for scholarship?
We operate, I'm sure lots of people will be happy to hear, a very open policy on that actually. We're not just looking for the academic high flyers, we're looking for students who are showing a commitment, a dedication to developing themselves. So it's a relatively easy process, to be perfectly honest. It's the application form, any relevant qualifications they've got so far or which they're looking to study. We're looking for a short profile on themselves, so tell us why you deserve a scholarship as an individual, not just as a student. And then a short, what we call a statement of purpose, so like a personal essay on their own career plans, what they want to do for the future, a little bit about their background. And then what we'll do is we'll select as a team here at Milton Keynes and with Fresh Talents as well, we'll select the most deserving players, scholarship applicants out of that and award the scholarships from there.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Thank you.
I would like to welcome S.A. Oduko, the CEO of Fresh Talent Football Development. Hi, S.A.
Hi.
Lovely to meet you. Can you please give us a brief overview of yourself?
Right, my name is S.A. Oduko, Director and CEO of Fresh Talent in Milton Keynes. What we do is that we look for young talented players that have potential to make it professionally, and not just for them to play football, but we want to give them the opportunity to become somebody in life apart from football. So that is what we concentrate on really.
And what is the main objective for this project?
This project is that there are a lot of young talented players that have not been scouted, and most especially coming from Nigeria, which is mainly of this project, is that these players, they don't have the platform, to be identified or to be scouted. So we want the state to look into it, so relieve a burden for their families, because we have a lot of young talented players that have been wasted and their skills being wasted. So it's like an experience that I had before growing up as a young player. So I want to create that platform for them to make it in life.
What do you intend to achieve?
Achievement is that for them to enjoy doing what they love to do, and want to educate them that there is life after football. So what is the backup? Every young player, you want to become like the Messi and the Ronaldo, but they forget about the outcome after football. And so we really want to educate them. That's why we're partnering with Milton Keynes College. They've been fantastic. They've been on the map, in terms of developing young players. We have great results with the players that have gone through this school. So I believe it's a very good opportunity to bring these players along and to achieve what they really want to achieve from not just football, but educational wise as well.
So what qualities are you looking for in the young football players?
Right, and that one comes into the football setting, because football is growing and advancing every day. So if we want to get players here, because there's a lot of sponsorship that is involved, a lot of money that is involved, so we need the best. So if we want to get a player to a professional club, let's say like the Arsenal or Man City, we want a player who surpass what they have. So it's very, very important that we get the best. And so the quality we're looking for is skill, passion, dedication, and willingness to learn.
What are your experiences in football, and what do you currently do with the FA?
Well, I work as a development and a scout for youth program with the FA, and so I have a partnership with them in terms of bringing young players back into football. There are a lot of players that have been kind of ostracized from their club. Probably they fall out, with the coach or with the management, and they refuse to play football again. So my job is to see these players, identify them, and encourage them back into football and schooling as well at the same time. So I work as a coach, I manage as well. At the same time, I played professional football before, so you can see where the passion, is coming from.
What professional clubs are you involved with?
We scout for Brentford, Arsenal, Man City, Tottenham, Fulham, PSG, Ghent, and Brussels. So we have other championship clubs and lower clubs as well that we work with.
Do you think combining football and education, Milton Keynes College, will benefit the players greatly?
A lot, because Milton Keynes College is known, and I have so much confidence, because when they don't just focus mainly on one side, either the education or the football. So when they identify these players, they want the best for them. So they are in the right place. So bring them to Milton Keynes College is actually the right place. Making them feel at home and making them enjoy what they want to do, for them to really achieve the ultimate, you understand, that we want for them.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi, I'd like to introduce Mark Walsh. He's the Head of Academics at Milton Keynes College. Hi Mark, lovely to meet you. Could you briefly tell us about yourself?
Yeah, certainly. I've been working at the college now for about 8 years. I come from a professional club background. Basically, I set the programme up, our football programme, because I was disillusioned at how many kids were leaving pro clubs and dropping out the game, falling out of love with the game. So it was a great opportunity to link in with the college, set up a professional programme that gives kids a good education while looking to progress and study while nurturing their abilities.
Are there any specific qualifications for the students or players?
No, as long as they love football, we can find a course for them. Generally, we look at their GCSE grades, or from students abroad, we judge by their interview and trial performances, and we put them on a suitable course that will allow them to flourish, develop, and still be able to train full-time in an environment like this.
How can they combine studies and football?
So what we do is we balance their timetable. We're a 6-day-a-week programme, so we work from Monday to Saturday. They combine lessons with the training, so training in the morning, and we'll work on their technical and tactical ability. They'll go into lessons and study their English, football-related disciplines, which will learn about the game, about themselves and how they prepare themselves. And then we'll move forward and look at their physical development as well, in use of a gym and a swimming pool for their recovery after matches.
What happens if a player gets a call out for a national team or a professional club wants them for trials?
Oh, it's a great question. We've had various case studies before where students have been called up for trials. So what we do is we have an online learning system, so students can log on the internet and they can catch up with their work. So yeah, if a club comes calling, we certainly don't stop them. They can carry on doing their work at the club, and then they'll email it over and we'll get it all marked and up to date while they're gone, and hopefully they're successful.
So what's the football facilities like, and how often do the players use it?
Okay, we train 6 days a week. Our facilities are fantastic. Outside of local clubs, we are a great venue. We have a AstroTurf facility. We have 3 grass pitches, and our elite pitch has just had a significant investment. It's fully railed off, and it's one of the best playing grass surfaces in the area. We have access to a gym which has got all our needs, and each student coming in will have a tailored physical programme with our staff who are all UEFA B qualified and have professional club experience. So yeah, we would say we have the best facilities in the area.
What is the level of training for players that come in from a country like Nigeria?
It's as close to a professional environment as you can get it. All our coaches are very well skilled and well experienced, so therefore they can expect basically what they would get at a professional club as a youth scholar. They'll come over here and they'll train 6 days a week. They'll have competitive games, and they'll be given not just a physical development program but also a tactical and technical program. They'll learn such life skills and immerse themselves in the culture of England and see what English football's about, and it will give them a great foundation to look to progress into a club if they get a trial or scouts come in and watch them and like them and invite them into a club.
What do you expect the players to achieve after their programme, as in before and after?
Okay, with hard work and commitment, with the working of our coaches, with them immersing themselves in our culture and training, I expect them to go on and play professional football at a high level. It's down to them. You know, we give them the tools and we help drain the tools from them and upskill them. So the emphasis would really be on them going on and playing for a professional club. But to do that, they need to be committed. They need to really embrace what we offer here, because our coaches are some of the best coaches in the county, and if not the game, at our level. And they will help these boys come over and achieve their dreams, but they need to match that commitment.
Which club levels can a player go to for trials?
Mainly we've had, in the past, we've had students going to championship clubs, League 1 clubs, League 2 clubs, and we've even had a student go to a Premiership club. So there is a lots of opportunity. We can't guarantee their progress because we don't know how they're going to develop when they come over here. But if they immerse themselves, they work hard, there's no reason to stop them from progressing to a professional football club.
How do you intend to work with fresh talent as a mentor and oversee the players?
Okay, we expect fresh talent to be, as you say, a mentor. They can be the buffer between our coaches, our educational tutors, and basically they can help them immerse themselves into our culture. So they're there basically to talk to help, to support them, because it's never easy coming from a foreign country and to study with us and to live with us. It's a complete change of lifestyle. It's a change of scenery and environment. The coaching is different, so it's going to take them for a while to get settled. And that settling period is very important for players. And basically they need a familiar face, someone like, fresh talent to come in and help them, probably to take a class or a tutorial session to help them with their accommodation is vital to their success.
Thank you for the interview.
No problem at all.
It was a joyful time of celebration for Nigeria winning the Atlanta Olympic gold medal. What was the secret to the success?
Thank you for your program, to be in your program. The secret of winning games with this player was there was a confidence between each other. With all the players there was a good confidence, good relationship. And that's the secret behind the success.
Don't you think the Nigeria football needs the winning team of Atlanta 1996 players to be more recognized in the affair of football in Nigeria?
Yeah, as coach you have to work with all your players. I have worked very hard and select all my players for 1996. Now you have to select your players for 2018 or 2019 Nations Cup.
Nigeria is a football-loving nation with talent, but we have not been able to repeat the Atlanta success. What do you think is the missing link?
A little late is that you have to coaching and training your young players much stronger, faster, earlier than before they are already 18 or 20 years old. You have to make a program, which we try to do, coaching the coaches from Nigeria or even from Ghana, and give them more power, more knowledge to coach and train the young players who are 14, 16 years old. Then they improve already more than when they get 16 or 18 years old. When you follow up this program, then every age is winning more improvement before they go to the national team.
What do you think is lacking in Nigeria football from grassroots to senior level?
Like I said already before, the young players, the coaches who coaching the young players, they have to get more knowledge, which is a program what we like to do with the coaches here in Nigeria and Ghana. Yeah? So if the coaches have more knowledge, more power to do this, the players learn faster. And when they learn faster, they are also happy and more fun in the way of playing football.
What is your advice for the current coach of Super Eagles?
To win the next games.
The CEO of Fresh Talents UK and Nigeria, Mr. Ese Oduko, is working closely with his friend and father figure, Taribo West. Believes in Nigeria can win the Senior World Cup in 2030. But he said the development needs to start now. What do you think?
Yeah, that's correct, because I have worked in China. Now, Chinese National Football Association, they are already busy to form an Olympic team. They are working on this now already. They have been already with some players in a training session in Holland. They have taken Guus Hiddink as their national coach under 21. So now they are already busy. Nigeria have to start also now to select players who are 18, 19, 20 years old from the Premier League, maybe from other leagues, maybe by some old football players who are living in some different states. And from all these selected players, you start to train them here already. And then step by step they improve, and step by step you know as coach also, I can do this and this and this with the players.
You were close to some of the players of 1996, if not all. How will you describe that relationship now?
I have worked here many years before I could form this team. I have selected players also by sessions training in the Honda pitch, where we have open camp. Some players came here, some players came in Europe as open camp. Any player was welcome to come, and then from this side I have all select my players. If you don't do this and you work only as a coach like this in the football association and you select only this kind of players, you don't see new players coming and you don't see that some changes will happen in your team because of the new players.
Okay. You are very respected in Nigeria. What advice will you give to coaches and managers in Nigeria?
Yeah, the coaches have to think and concentrate more on the players, how they can improve the players. Football is working with the ball. I have tried to work always many skills with the ball. Yeah, so a football player likes to play with the ball. And if you let him work with the ball, he enjoys it. And he's doing much more work with ball than he's doing in the same way without ball. Yeah, that's the secret behind the coach. That is what you have to do.
The CEO of Fresh Talent Football Development in UK and Nigeria believes Nigeria has abundance in every area, from financial to talent, but lacks structures and teamwork to actualize the same modern football as all the developing countries like South Africa and the West. What do you think?
Yeah, West Europe, they think always ahead. If this, for example, now Germany have made a very bad performance in the World Cup, but they don't say from, okay, we go ahead, but now they think about the mistakes they have done, they make a program and they think ahead. And on this program ahead, they are working now already. So that will not happen anymore that Germany makes so bad performance in the World Cup next time. They are growing, they build up now some young players from 18, 20, 22 years old, even in the Bundesliga. First teams, they select the players, they bring them together and they let them train more football skills. Before it was only training without ball or simple skills. Now they have come back with the training skills that the training must be more difficult for a player than he's learned.
What is your plans for Nigeria football, if I may ask?
We have talked here in June to make a coaching program to bring the coaches together and give them information how they can improve their players. That's the program what we try to do up.
Do you think the government should get more involved in football sponsorship development in Nigeria?
If the government like to come in development of the football for Nigeria, then you as organizer, coach or anybody who like to do this must give also the program to the government, so the government see the program, believe in the program and then they support you. If you don't have a program, you cannot ask from the government, hey, you have to support me, and you have no program. So first you have to make your plan, your organization, and then you can ask to the government or to anybody else, you can support me.
Just one final question. Do you agree that if the Atlantic winning team players can come together again to demonstrate leadership for all Nigeria's national team, from under 17 to senior level, that the standard might raise a bit?
Maybe it's possible, but like I said already several times, not every good player is also a good coach. I have seen that in Holland. We have very big, famous football players. They make them the coach. They make them the coach from the national team. And after a particular time, they say, no, he's not good. Yeah. So it is not always good, right, that a good football player is also a good coach. But maybe he can do some other works in his profession before.
Thank you so much, Mr. Buffett Joe. It was a privilege speaking with you.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.